Alright, here it is. The last Star Wars room update. It's good to go. We've again got Kia Asamiya A New Hope, Kia Asamiya Episode 1, and my wife's poster from The Force Awakens here in the hallway on the way in. You walk into the room. Things you will notice. We start out over here. This is the last edition here. Star Wars plate for the light switch. Over the door, we've got Boba Fett. Click the light off here. Yep, light effects Boba Fett. We've got a legacy print from Celebration, I believe it was 6, signed by Jan Duursema. We've got the Millennium Falcon, deco light tearing through the wall. We've got a picture here from the Clone Wars, signed by numerous members of the voice cast. We've got Kylo Ren's head, deco light poking through the wall, and the Buffalo Bison's Star Wars jersey to commemorate the various times I've done the voice of Palpatine for their Star Wars nights. You continue on down, we've got an R2-D2 trash can. We have my workstation. Not Star Wars stuff, but a workstation, which is what makes this the Star Wars room / office, with various stuff here, including something coming up soon on From the Star Wars Home Video Library, the original Star Wars VHS release of any kind, making of Star Wars from magnetic video from 1979. A couple holsters, for remotes. Various bits and pieces of game stuff with the PS3 set up on it, PlayStation 3D TV set up on it. That Star Wars Xbox 360 from Star Wars Kinect. Underneath, you see the C-3PO controller there, a Wii U, some speakers, Roku, all that kind of stuff. Sort of our last gen setup here. Above it, Darth Vader face, Darth Vader lightsaber, also deco lights. Closet, we've got Yoda face up above it. The closet itself now has a pair of LED lights, little push-button lights installed on either side of the door. So we've got X-Wing, Armada, Imperial Assault, LCG stuff, the Star Wars missions and Star Wars Adventures and Episode 1 Adventures stuff, Star Wars chess, box full of stuff that I've written and whatnot, binder full of LCG cards, and various odds and ends stuff, including binders full of signed comics and whatnot. Up on the top, box full of Disney Infinity stuff, and so on and so on. On the door here, vintage Return of the Jedi hat from when I was a kid, and the Darth Maul Celebration 1 jacket. Close that up. Again, various bits and pieces, mostly card game stuff and whatnot here, though not necessarily Star Wars. And Star Wars Lego items going up the wall there. Those are Lego magnets. Home video shelf number 2. Various things on it. Run out of home video stuff partway down. Then it becomes sort of a work-in-progress shelf. And then card games, DC deck building game, and Ascension predominantly up on top. Star Wars Action News Appreciation, little word kind of thing there. Millennium Falcon, Lego set from The Force Awakens, and Light FX R2-D2. Finally got myself a tie back for the window here, even though it does make it somewhat hot. We got the bear from the day I was born with a Star Wars Underoos shirt, and then Princess Nisa, a couple of empty drawer boxes there to set them up. Home video shelf number 1. Basically Blu-ray, DVD, VHS, on down to Laserdisc and whatnot here. Up on top of that, Poe Dameron X-Wing and Special Forces TIE Fighter from Episode 7, and BB-8 deco light. Over here, I got the fan too, of course. Over here, running across the top, we have the Force Awakens images that were available from Disney Rewards. 2 sets of them, because they are double-sided, so that we can use all 6. We got Kylo Ren, then Finn, then Rey, and then 3 images there signed by Joe Caroni, art prints of his. And then the other sides of those, we got Han, Leia, and The Force Awakens. Up on top, we got my stuff, including my comic packs, some film cells, some vintage glasses, Rebel Mission to Ord Mantell LP, original soundtrack LP, and then my wife's stuff for Kylo Ren and Yoda, with the exception of that one Yoda that kind of starts him off that's mine. Lots and lots of Yodas for her. Bookshelves. Far right bookshelf is canon. on down into some odds and ends stuff and some older materials here like guidebooks, RPG books, bigger books in boxes to hold things down. More legend stuff. Get to about here, there's some rhyme or reason into it, like the Omnibuy and adventure journals. And then here we've got Crucible, and we work our way backwards chronologically if you're going left to right, right to left instead of left to right. But this shelf takes it over. 4 book towers. Take it chronologically for the most part, all the way back to Dawn of the Jedi. So finally, after all this time, the Star Wars room is pretty much done. I'll give you another shot of those deco lights with the light off or turned off there. Despite the sunlight coming in, you can sort of see a little bit of the deco stuff. Took a while, long process. We finally got myself a nice office to work in, and a nice place to display some of the Star Wars collection and really kind of give this place a bit of atmosphere while I work. Thank you all for following this. For those of you who've been curious about the development of the room, I appreciate your interest, I appreciate the support, and I appreciate apparently emails coming in from work, and I guess I need to get back to work. So thanks for checking out the Star Wars office, and keep an eye on the channel for more Star Wars-based content.